Hi guys, back to doing another circle pour because it's so much fun. As I mentioned before, even though this is a glossy surface and would be best sanded, apologies for Elliot barking outside, even though it's glossy and would be best sanded for the paint to stick even better, when I have done that before it had left marks even though I wasn't scrubbing too hard, so I'd rather go without because it basically ruined some of my paintings. I'm going to do a... What am I going to do? I'm not even sure yet. I haven't really planned. I just have some colors I've been working with here. They basically have 1 part paint, 1 part Floetrol, 1 part craft glue, and a bit of water to consistency. Apart from this yellow, which honestly I do not remember what's in there. Definitely some paint, Floetrol, and maybe some other stuff, but I'm not sure. I'm still experimenting, so got all different things in here, which doesn't really help. If you know I get something amazing, then I won't be able to reproduce it, but never mind. Let's just pour the paint in there and just enjoy. Not too much pressure. There is a bit of silicone in the turquoise and in that purple over there, but I don't know if I'm going to use my purple yet. I might just go with the yellow, blue and pink. By blue I mean this turquoise. I even have run out of white, so I'll even go without the white, I guess, and see what happens. It's only if we experiment that we will know what happens. Okay, a bit more yellow. I'll repeat the colors. A bit more pink. I may even scrape the bottom of this cup. Put it all in, I say. And then some of this blue. Again, let's put it all in. And I think I'm going to add even more yellow. Because I don't want the yellow to disappear. I'm going to put quite a bit in there. Hope you're having a nice day at the moment, my friends. It's getting really cold out here in Australia. I'm on the central coast, which is about an hour north of Sydney. And winter has descended upon us pretty fast, unfortunately. So I'm in the studio without a heater just yet because the transition between summer and winter, for me there's no spring or autumn. I kind of feel like I'll go from one season to another. The transition's been a bit sudden, and I'm in denial every time that happens, so I will hold on to summer clothes and put cardigans and big socks and boots, you know, to compensate, but I'm not gonna go to a you know, thick winter clothes because I just hate that. I wore enough of them when I was young. I grew up in France, so I was born in France, so it gets plenty cold over there. And here in Australia, it's just lovely. I don't want to complain about the weather, but when it does get cold here, which is really still nowhere near as cold as it gets in France, I still feel it quite a lot. I guess I haven't really acclimatized just yet. So I haven't got enough paint to go all the way to the edges, so we'll just see what happens. Let's just chill, let's just be cool. Let's just lift this cup. Ooh, my goodness, that is delicious. Okay, I'm done, guys. Painting's finished. That's really, really pretty. So vibrant. The turquoise against this purple, which is close to a dark blue almost, like between a dark purple and dark blue. It's just beautiful. And of course the yellow, but yellow and purple don't really mix well together, so I don't want them to go too nuts. Little cells popping. There is quite a lot of paint in the middle. Just going to torch it and then I'll just leave it alone for a couple of minutes just to chill and do its thing, you know, just be zen. So I'll pause the camera and be back in a few minutes. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Don't think much has changed really. It's very subtle if it has. So let's just move this paint around and then see what happens. Let's go this way first. I love working on these round surfaces because you don't have to worry about your corners, right? I don't want to stretch too much just yet. Maybe I could actually put a bit more paint in my cup this time. It's always a bit hard to gauge. Don't want to go lose too much on the edges, so not too much. I looked at the camera just to make sure that I was still in frame, and lost a little paint I didn't want to just drop yet, but never mind. Let's just go for it. Don't you love when your camera just switches off in the middle of video? Technology, huh? Anyway, you haven't missed anything. Still moving my paint around. Trying to take my time with this. Try to show you what I'm doing a bit more this way. Some big patches of color and then some patches of cells. That's interesting. I think I'm going to dip that purple right at the bottom there. I mean, drop that purple. It's kind of hard to think and talk. Well, think and talk at the same time, and paint and, you know. I don't like that purple there, so it can go a bit more, please. Just a wee bit more. Not too much. I can always blow on it a little bit to help it along the edge if needed. Oh, we're pretty much there. Let's bring things back down this way. This may not be too exciting for you guys to watch. I'm trying to be in frame so you can see what I'm doing. I have to fast forward this part. I do love those sections of cells that I have here. They're a little bit squished and stuff, but who knows? It's fine. It doesn't bother me too much. Let's try to stretch this top part a bit more. And then this area is a bit too squished at the bottom. Maybe I should just get rid of some of that. Just a little bit. I feel like I'm holding a bit pizza shape here. And the camera is switching off again. I think it's saying that it doesn't like this painting and that I should just, you know, let it be. Maybe that's what it means. So I don't want to stretch things too much either, because then I'm going to get the right mess. So I'm going to let things come back down a little bit to the center. Maybe use my straw a little to move the paint in the places that I want. Okay, let's just not force things too much. Just going to wash my hands. Whew, okay, I had to have a little break because my phone was actually running out of memory. That's why it kept switching off. So I've transferred some files into the computer. Now we should be good to keep going. So lots of little air bubbles here. I feel like I'm sprinkling and splattering paint because the paint from underneath is coming up. Mostly the yellow, I think. Okay. Now I was going to use my straw to blow around the edges a little bit. Need those. There's always some fun stuff hiding underneath. Just gonna have some fun with this. Okay guys, I think I'm done with this one. I always say I'm done, but then I can't help touching it up just a wee more. Just there. And also, you know, when you put it down somewhere, then you get another perspective, and then you want to touch it a bit more. I like this section here, that's quite bright, and this section here, that's quite bright. I think it sort of balances out quite nicely. Just because the pink seems to go almost all the way to the edge here, I feel like I should get that pink to come a little bit further down this way. There, almost. Alright, let me give you a close-up. This one's definitely on the bright and wild side, that's for sure. Let me show you up close what's going on. All those fiery colors. And I love that little texture in between, just to offset the areas that are a little bit sort of more flat. So much color in this one. I think it's going to look fantastic with some resin on top. Beautiful. Love this section here. It looks like flames. So I'm going to let this dry. As always, the colors will get a little bit more dull when they dry. That's just what acrylics do, but resin will bring it back to life completely, and I'll have this piece available on my website for purchase later on if you're interested, on mimibondi.com. So mimibondi.com, it's in the description and on the video as well. So anyway, I'm getting a little tired now. Hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a thumbs up so I know that you enjoyed it and that you would like to see more videos, and that you're finding this fun, interesting, and hopefully learning something as I go along with my pouring art adventures. Thanks very much. See you at the next video. Bye.